As we discussed in Isaiah 1:17, the scriptures are clear. Learn, seek, help, defend, fight. I mean, it's simple, but it's not easy. So as you go along in this calling, this desire to serve orphan children, be encouraged. Know that God is with you. I was in Nairobi in 2021, and I had to go out to a church meeting. So I caught an Uber to go to this place. It was kind of on the outskirts of the city. And I was picked up by this man. His name was Bashir. And so I was curious. Sounded like a Muslim name. So I inquired. But, Bashir had little interest in talking with me about this, but I persisted. I'm a curious sort. And so I asked Bashir, I said, so Bashir, are you a Muslim? Because it sounded like a Muslim name. And he indicated that he was. And so I asked him, so were you a Muslim from birth or did you convert? And so he explained that he had converted from Christianity during his high school years. So I found that interesting, but I wanted to learn more. So I asked him, I said, Bashir, well, what made you convert to Islam when you were brought up in a Christian family? And he said, well, all my friends were Muslim. And he left it at that. And so I thought further, and I thought that this was far more serious of a decision than simply peer pressure, right? So I asked him again. I said, so there must have been more, Bashir. This is such a serious decision. What made you? It's not what would have. It's what made you decide to become a Muslim. And he said that he was attracted to the community of Islam because they cared and loved so much for each other. And so I think this tells me at least a little bit about the condition of the church today. Now, not that we don't love each other, not that we don't care, but for some reason, for this young man in Nairobi, he was attracted to the love that he found in the Islam community. So I think that says something today about how we should carry ourselves and how we might alter how we are presenting ourselves and how we are communicating with others. Another story that I want to leave with you is a testament of hope. Back in 2006, I visited a church in Kitwe, Zambia, and shared a message of hope. And what was astonishing is that these folks, out of their own poverty, they were prompted to serve orphan children in their community. What transpired was amazing. I mean, it was humbling to me, but was awesome for these 6 girls that this church took in off the street. It was an amazing testament of how God can work through his people. Final thoughts. I would really want to encourage you to heed to God's call to action. God is not calling us into the church just to sit our butts in seats. God is calling us to serve and love a hurting and lost world. And you can be part of that story. He is inviting you to be part of the solution for these people, for his children, the orphan child.